You can't do much surfing if you can't catch the waves, and you can't catch the waves if you're not a decent to strong paddler. And that's a very important thing to know when you're getting involved with surfing. Is it's going to take some time to build up some endurance and strength when it comes to paddling, to continuously do it for like an hour or two on end, because you're just going to be wiped at the start. That's just how it is. Over time though, you'll build up that strength, that endurance, you'll be strong, you'll be catching waves in no time. But you need to understand the proper technique behind paddling. You need to cup your hands like this and lock your finger around kind of this like knuckle outside edge, because it's gonna give you the most structure and consistency within your paddling. It's how I paddle. There's some Stanford study, somebody pointed out to me a long time ago, that said, if your fingers are like a certain distance spread apart, in a pool, whatever, like you paddle faster, more efficiently. I have found that that's not good for surfing, because that study was done in like a nice warm pool and like perfect conditions, and the ocean is like cold and dark and scary and not perfect, and your fingers will get cold rather quickly. So as your fingers get cold, particularly in the wintertime here in California or anywhere else that it's cold, you're gonna wanna lock your fingers like this, because you can use the force that you're paddling with to keep them together. And it does make a pretty big difference. When you are paddling, you just wanna make sure that you're taking deep, long strokes. You don't wanna have your back super arched up backwards like this, and you don't wanna be super slouched forward. You want to be in a very stable, engage your core, engage your obliques, and use the entire length of your paddle, all the way down with your shoulder and all the way back up. You'll see a lot of people kind of really only do half paddles, because over time you can do that, but you'll never be that strong of a paddler because you're not using all of those muscles. Like, use your body, use everything you have to go and paddle, and you'll notice that you'll get faster. You'll be more fatigued faster in the beginning just because you're using so much more energy, but then over time your body will get used to it, and you'll see that, oh, you are paddling faster, you're paddling stronger, it's easier to catch waves, because you need to be able to be explosive with surfing. You should be able to turn, spin, and paddle as hard as you can for 5 or 10 seconds and stand up and be able to catch the wave. Make sure that when you are paddling, you're keeping your feet together. Keeping your feet spread apart is kind of just like pushing Mongo on a skateboard. Like, I don't think there's really anything wrong with it. I don't really care if somebody does it, but I think that it keeps you in line. If you're focusing on like, okay, I need to make sure that like my body's straight, that my chest is up, that everything is kind of working the way that it should, your feet should be together, and it's just good form. Like, it looks good. I'll be doing another entire section on fitness for surfing and how to better train for that. So be sure to stay tuned for it. Hit me if you have any questions during the coaching sessions, or an email or DM or whatever it is. I'll do my best to get back to you right away, and I'll see you in the next one.